What are some reframes or mental models that can change how you think and lead to just an overall better life? The things I constantly come back to every single day because they make my life better. And I came across a Twitter thread today that was going through 18 razors or mental models, and some of them in there were ones I was already using. It got me thinking, what are the things that really made a difference in my life? For instance, one of the ones in that Twitter thread was Hanlon's razor. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hanlon's razor. So don't attribute to malice, but you can contribute to stupidity. So somebody cuts you off in traffic. They're not trying to hurt me, Trevor. They did do that because they hate me. They think I look stupid or something along those lines. But maybe they just didn't see me. Maybe they have an emergency. Driving down here in Southern California, you gotta adopt this if you're gonna stay commuting every day. So that one very much resonated with me. But then there's some of my own. So like, for instance, I saw this one, and so for instance, there's the 24-hour frame. So if you're like going in, and I use this especially when it comes to food, is 24 hours from now, am I going to be happy I ate this? Or 24 hours from now, am I going to be happy I didn't go to the gym? It's like, okay, probably shouldn't eat that cupcake. Probably shouldn't eat or go. I should probably go to the gym. Probably be mad if I didn't go to the gym. But making decisions 24 hours from now, because usually 24 hour from now me is a little bit has a little bit more willpower than I do in that moment. So there's a 24-hour frame. Then there's more like effort to result frame. So fundamentally, 20 times the effort equals 1,000 times the result. I heard this one from Alex Hormozy as he was talking about writing his books, and he was talking about writing $100 million leads, just how much time, how many rewrites he went through rewriting the book 18, 19, 20 times. But he knew if he wrote a book that could stand the test of time, that level of effort compared to all the other books out there would reap so much more reward, 1,000 times the reward. So he was willing to put 20 times more of the effort in the beginning to get that outsized return. But we see this in marketing and business all the time, is the person at the top, it's not that they're just 5, 10, 15% better, 50% better. No, usually the person at the top of a category is making exponentially more. And so if you can have the opportunity to put that much effort into something, once I get to that point where I really want to make YouTube videos, oh, that's a great example actually, Mr. Beast. And hearing how he puts 40-page scripts together, or episode outlines, like frame by frame of these long videos, and knows exactly what to do, and it's just the hours and hours they go in before they ever start shooting. And this is a whole team, but it makes sense why he is outsized returns on the other side, 1,000 times the result. So you can't, but then there's the reverse of this, and this is actually a quote I got from Warren Buffett. And I could force myself to be fairly good in a lot of things, but I couldn't be really good in anything where I don't have intense interest. And so you can either choose to be fairly good at a lot of things, or you be extremely well-known, world-class, very select few things. So it goes right along with the 20 times the effort, because you can't put 20 times of effort compared to everybody else into 20 different things. You got to pick the one thing, but just do it world class. And so it's really like those two working together is like what guides my thinking. Next one, there's no such thing as wasted time. As so often I would sit around and watch Netflix or TikTok or just anything where I wasn't moving the needle forward, wasn't being productive, and then I'd feel guilty afterwards. But now you're not just wasting the time that you did scrolling, but you're wasting the time feeling guilty. The energy's leaving you. And so when you adopt that frame of there's no such thing as wasted time, you just take that and learn from it. I didn't like that I just sat on TikTok for 45 minutes and scrolled. What can I do tomorrow? The next time I would be sitting there and wasting all that time, wasting it. What can I do tomorrow to change it? So actually putting that energy, instead of feeling guilty about it, towards work. Or not work, but to actually solve the problem. If there's a problem, be solved at all. Next one, this is really what helps me sleep at night. And that's, you get most of the benefits of sleep by just laying in a dark. You get most of the benefits of sleep by just laying in a cool, dark room. Because what happens when you're struggling to fall asleep at night? You start stressing and thinking about, oh shoot, I should have been asleep. I'm not going to get my full 8 hours now. I'm not going to get this or that. Your mind just starts racing. Whereas just take a deep breath and it's like, I'm getting most of the benefits right now, just relaxing here, sitting here with my eyes closed. And it's not the deep sleep or whatever, but believing this ends up letting me have deeper sleep anyways, because I'm able to fall asleep, so I'm not thinking about, oh, the what ifs. Okay, I got 2 more. Next one, this can be Parkinson's law. I actually got this from that Twitter thread as well. And that's work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So if you schedule out 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, it's going to take that much time. You give yourself all day, you're going to take all day. It's like giving yourself that constraint, huge. Then the last one, this goes right along with the 80-20 principle. And that's few things matter, but the ones that do matter a lot. So in the modern marketing system and the traffic engine training, they say this over and over and over, and it's just become part of like how I think. It's like, is this one of the things that actually matters? Because that's where I need to be putting all my attention. Compared to all these little frills and places where you have the ability to waste that time, but is there the same amount of leverage there? Am I doing the 80% of work to get 20% of the result, or am I doing the 80% of work to get, or the 20% of work to get 80% of the result? And it's just always reframing what I'm working on, and that's why I love, I guess I was talking about like quarterly resets and how that fits together with weekly and daily, of making sure I know what I'm focusing on. So that way I'm not getting too caught up in stuff that's not actually, I'm just wasting a bunch of energy for no reason. So at that point, I might as well just go back and start scrolling on TikTok again. That's like a 7. So those are the top 7 mental models I think about on a daily basis. So which ones do you guys think about? Which ones did you add to this list? Because I love these because they're little shortcuts, and especially if you're making a decision or trying to figure out what to work on, deciding is to cut off. You got to kill those other options. So what are you using? What are you using to think to know what to kill? All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.